the second part in our little Scandinavian road trip series. Hopefully it's not too windy for you to hear me right now, but it is Saturday today. Just to recap from where we left off in the last vlog, yesterday we drove from Odder to a place called Kinsarvik, I think it's pronounced, and we stayed the night there in a lovely campsite actually. And then today we have driven from Kinsarvik to the outskirts of Oslo. We saw such a nice waterfall actually on the way, so I'll insert that footage over the top of me talking right now. But one of the reasons that we are back near Oslo, because I don't think originally Sid planned to come this close to Oslo again, is because tomorrow I'm pretty sure we're going to be driving into Sweden, and B, we needed some repairs on the van, so we came to the Indie Campers warehouse I don't know, pickup point here in Oslo. We had a leaky tap and also a drawer that wouldn't stay shut, which was a nightmare today because we had about 5 hours or so of driving today, and every time we swerved around a corner it would open. But luckily we've got all of that fixed now, and it's actually such nice weather in Oslo, as you can see. Pretty much as soon as we left the fjords it was nice weather, which is a shame that we didn't get nice weather when we were in the fjords. We could barely see anything, to be honest, for the whole time that we were there. But I am very glad to see the sun again. If you're interested, we've just been out for dinner at this place. It's actually a very, very nice Indian restaurant. And how much did it come to? My guess is £60.
44.
44?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so much better than I was expecting. I was expecting this clip to be like, that's how expensive Norway is. To be fair, we didn't get any drinks. We just got food, and rice was included in the price and poppadoms were included, so it's actually pretty good. Or maybe I've just got far too used to how expensive it is here.
That's not bad at all. That's also not bad for the UK. If that was in the UK, that wouldn't be that bad.
No.
So.
And it was nice, and it was a lot of food, so... Okay, this didn't really prove the point that I was going to say in this clip then.
Morning.
Why did you say it like
It's
that?
literally 5 midday.
Oh well, still morning. It is Monday today. Let me take my sunglasses off actually. I don't know if you can see in this lighting, I've got a massive scratch on my face that I actually somehow caused myself from my glasses. So that's why I'm looking a bit Harry Potter-like at the moment. But we are in Sweden. Don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. We arrived here yesterday. Yeah, we are currently at a castle. This is the Stora Sundby Castle. You can see it just over there in the distance. We'll get some closer up clips when we get there. It has 365 windows.
Bro, you missed.
Also called the Calendar Castle.
No, there's 52. There's 52 rooms as well. The weeks of
Oh,
the year,
okay.
and then 365 windows to represent days of the year.
Yeah, so it's nicknamed the Calendar Castle. Any other fun facts? Oh yeah, that lake over there is the 4th largest lake in Sweden.
Remember that one because I pointed that one out.
Yeah, can you tell we've just read the information sign?
2,300 acres on the whole castle, 450 acres of arable land.
You really memorised all of it. Anything else?
Here, there's a cafe.
There's a cafe.
Yeah, that was the only bit you read. You just skimmed through all the information and went, oh,
Ooh,
that's
there's a cafe.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes.
Cold. Today we are on a mission to find some Swedish candy. We've basically seen it in every single supermarket
It's not
here.
really a mission.
No, but I'm on a mission to find the specific ones that I've seen on TikTok. But they have a massive pick and mix selections in like every supermarket here, and we haven't tried it yet. So we've come to a big maxi store and we're gonna see what we can find. So we definitely need to get these. These are called bubs. I'll get 3. So the skulls are quite famous as well. But I feel like that's going to be licorice.
I wonder how many kids have like sneezed on all of these.
Probably loads. Shall I just get 2 of each just to try?
You're gonna get so many. Look how many there are. And there's another sign as well.
Right, what else should we get?
Isn't this not Swedish fish? This is bubs.
Yeah, we definitely want some of these. These ones are supposed to be really nice though, so maybe we should get a few of these. Oh, 52. Oh, so what's that, £5?
Not even £5.
Ah,
It was literally 0.442 grams.
maybe we should have got more. When I say
Surely
we're
that
in
should be
Sweden,
no. Surely that should be the
hook.
first thing, and then
I go, we're in Sweden, so
Yes.
we thought we'd try some Swedish candy.
You're gonna need to grab it though, because it will block the whole camera.
Okay.
No, let it hit the table. Ready?
Yep. We're in Sweden, so we thought we'd try some Swedish candy. This is the first one. I don't know what flavour it is, but let's give it a go. Like bubblegum.
Yeah, they're like the bubblegum flavour. They're chewier than you think. Like, looking at that, you would think it's really solid.
It's quite soft. Okay.
Oh, no.
Next up, we've got another Bubs one. This one is banana flavoured. I think you're going to hate this one, but I think I'll quite like it. Ready? I really like that one.
I wouldn't pick it, because it's banana. But it doesn't really taste that much of banana. But I don't like the texture.
Oh, I like the texture. So I think these are supposed to be skulls, but I always thought they were like little cats. But anyway, this is the next one. I really hope this isn't licorice. Oh, it's licorice.
Oh, man. It's like a little bit salty.
Oh, why is it salty?
It's giving me a headache.
Really? Okay, let's wash it down with one that I'm hoping tastes a bit nicer than that.
Wash it down.
That was a lot nicer. Some little bubs. What flavour is that actually? It tastes like I've just eaten soap.
Yeah, you know, like the smell of like baby powder.
Yeah.
It's like baby's nappies when you take like baby's nappies fresh out and you open it. It's like that.
Baby's nappies have you been opening?
It's like the baby powder smell in a sweet.
Yeah, I think I liked the initial texture of it, but the flavour is so strange.
It's literally baby powder.
Do you think it's elderflower?
It's baby powder.
Yeah, should we call it there for now?
I think we should call it a day because
Yeah.
that was stunning.
I feel like we liked one.
I'm fine with the pick and mix that we get in the UK. I don't think the Swedish version is anything better. More variety though, a lot more variety, and they're in every single supermarket as well, and they're cheap.
Yeah, this only cost us, so this big bag, obviously we've eaten some of them now, cost about £4.
But yeah, I don't think I'd be getting them every day.
No, I feel like I need to book in with the dentist now. We also realised that we have stopped in the town that has the original
IKEA.
first IKEA, opened in 1958. So we've come to maybe get some meatballs for lunch.
Hello, it's Wednesday today and we have arrived back in Malmo.
Yep, we dropped the camper van off this morning. I was going to say sad times, but I don't think I'm that sad about leaving the camper van behind and sleeping in a proper bed tonight. But it's currently, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
4:15.
We arrived quite early this morning actually, so we've just spent most of the day working and now we're off for a wander. We're not really sure what there is to do in Malmo. I have actually been here before. I came on a little day trip with my friends when I lived in Copenhagen, and I remember having the same issue then. We were sort of like, what is there really to do here? I think we saw everything on our list of things in like 2 hours, but it's very nice weather. It's 29 degrees here, which is, I think, the hottest it's been during our time in Scandinavia in general. So it's just quite nice to be out in the sun and out in the warmth.
How fun.
You look so funny. This is a little head. So I said on my Instagram that I would answer some questions in this vlog about the camper van and our road trip and our experience travelling. So these are what we got. Firstly, somebody asked, where did we hire the van from? And that was Indie Campers.
Would not recommend.
Yeah, we had a few things go wrong with the van, which isn't necessarily their fault. Like, these things happen, but it is impossible to get in contact with them. Like, their customer communication is awful. Essentially, the only way is through this live chat, and they will take ages to respond on this live chat, and sometimes just end the chat as well mid-conversation, or say that they were going to get back to us and then never did, so then we would have to follow up.
I would go elsewhere. There were other companies that were also priced the same. I'm sure may also have their faults, but I will be trying a different company, I think, next time.
That kind of links to one of the questions that is just more of a general question. Would you hire a camper van again in the future?
I would.
I feel like we'll elaborate on this more in the other questions that I'm going to ask, but I would do it again. I would do a camper van experience again. One thing that we were discussing actually when we were in that little bar just now is I think we've realised that it would need to be a much longer experience than the 12 days or something that we had, or I guess a shorter distance. There was just too much driving basically every day of our trip.
I think it was a bit of both. I think it would have been a lot nicer to basically have unlimited time. I think we can now see the appeal of people who buy and own their own sort of camper vans, caravans, motorhomes, and drive around places and get it. So essentially we can see the appeal of the retirement life. Just to be able to sort of dictate what you wanted to do each day as and when you wanted to do it. So it means if there's a few hikes you want to do each day, you can do that. If you don't want to drive one day, you can also do that. Basically not sticking to like a really specific schedule. So it was definitely good overall, but would definitely give more time, less driving.
What was your favourite and least favourite thing about living in a camper van?
What was yours?
My favourite thing was, even though the bed wasn't very comfy, I slept like a rock every single night in that camper van, and I had the same experience when we were camping in Scotland as well. I think there's something about sleeping in an enclosed space that just makes me sleep like a baby, because I was sleeping right at the back of the van, so I was underneath the second bed on top, so it was quite a cramped space, which you'd think would make you feel really claustrophobic, but actually makes me sleep incredibly well. And I will say the blinds in that van were really good. Like, it was pretty blackout in there, and if we didn't set an alarm, we would sleep till 10 in the morning. Like, we'd wake up naturally at 10 in the morning, which in Sydney I feel like never happens.
But I think it's also because the sun was setting at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And then it was rising at 4 a.m. There wasn't really much to sort of sundown, sun up time. it's not like natural in that sense. So that's maybe why like our bodies just moved past it. I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, our circadian rhythm probably shifted a bit. Least favourite thing? Oh, I actually don't know. I think in general, like I was saying this to Sid when we were discussing this over drinks. There was something about being in a more confined space that made me really irritable over the last 2 weeks, to be completely honest. It might also be the phase of my cycle that I'm in at the moment. I'm not in a very favourable phase. I'm in my luteal phase. Paired with a camper van and a confined space, like everything was irritating me. And also, I just never got used to the size of the space either. Like, you would think that you would adapt, but I think every day without fail, I would smack my head on something, and it was always that same bit as well, just above the driver and the passenger seat.
Least favourite was probably having to empty the toilet cassette. I had to do every single time. There was a toilet in the van, but basically, obviously, it just doesn't disappear. Like, it goes into like a
bucket.
Yeah, essentially, it's like a bucket. And obviously that has to be emptied every now and again. I think I quite liked the independence of it. You have the benefit of not being able to stick to a schedule. You don't have to book. You know, if you're doing that hotels and driving between each place, you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
You would obviously have to book far in advance. So although we maybe didn't use the benefits to its max in a way of just sort of taking it as it is, and having a rough itinerary, still there were a lot of days obviously where, you know, we didn't have any campsites booked, and it was just sort of like see where we end up. And I think that was quite nice when we found some really nice places.
Following on from that, general costs of everything. Obviously, Sweden and Norway are very expensive places. We actually got the total of all of our tolls today, and that came to £80, £78.
Around, 80. Yeah.
So that's all of the road tolls, tunnel tolls. I think we had a ferry toll in there. Also, back and forth through that one sea tunnel. That was included in that. Every time we were filling up diesel, it was coming to what, 70 quid or something?
Yeah, I think I would probably estimate that we probably spent around £300 to £400 on diesel
for 2 weeks. Food costs, we actually just went to the supermarket most of the time and cooked in the van, and we were probably spending, once again, average £60 every single time we went to the supermarket. Would you say that's...
Yeah.
If we were doing like a decent sized shop.
Yeah, sort of like as and when.
Yeah, an as and when shop. So not a just one food shop a week shop, like a every couple of days shop.
And then for the van hire for, I believe it was 12 nights with the camping stuff, the crockery, the gas bottle, all of that included. Bedding, yeah. That was about £1,800.
So, in conclusion, not cheap. But it has been a great trip, and I really hope that you have enjoyed following along. It is such a shame that we had bad weather for that first week, but the last few days have been so nice. So we're definitely going to be back in the future. We've already been saying like we need to do the north of Norway, so maybe that could be another road trip in the future. So tomorrow we will be flying to the UK, which is kind of crazy. I feel like everything is going so fast and I haven't even processed that we're actually going to be back home tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to vlog or not yet. So the next vlog may be Italy, which is where we're going after our 10 days or so in the UK. So yeah, we'll see you then. Bye!